And welcome back to the stream. We are back from our break. We had some technical difficulties, but we are, in fact, back. So we are getting ready to start the game. We
Yep.
have Easy Breezy from the Sycamores coming up first, and then Pixie Goblin from the Redbirds,
Oh yeah.
I believe. And I'm honestly excited to see this matchup.
Oh same.
I can tell you, Colin wasn't here last week, so I'm going to fill him in really quickly. I will say, last time that we played, Easy Breezy did clear out quite a few people.
Really.
Yes, I'm honestly very excited to see him compete today. I don't know about you. What are you excited to see from Easy Breezy?
I'm very excited, not just for Easy Breezy, but like what type of characters we're gonna see here tonight. I'm excited to see some very heavy characters like Bowser or Ganon. I'm very excited.
Oh, you like the heavier characters,
I
do
like.
you?
Oh yeah. I like Sephiroth is like one of my favorite characters I like playing.
I see. I see. Me personally, I'm a fan of like the super agile characters
Oh
that
yeah.
like can move around, like the powerhouses that can like move quickly. Those are my favorites. I love those. Are you okay? I gotta know. Are you a fan of like closer range combat or far range combat in
I
Smash?
Closer range.
Closer.
Close range. I love
Okay.
getting right into the action. I'm not a big fan of like spamming projectiles.
You're
and
an up close and
staying.
personal type
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. I see. I can get behind that. I'm a big fan of the projectiles and like having that distance because I feel like it protects everybody. But honestly, I feel like it's really interesting for like I don't know. I'm super excited to see
Oh, yeah.
like what we're doing tonight.
Oh yeah.
I
This is my first stream, and
Yes.
so this is my first Smash stream, and so I'm very
Yes.
excited to see how Indiana State is going to play because I haven't seen them play at all.
Yes, I'm excited. So I did this last year, and I'm excited. Honestly, from last year, the improvement from the Sycamores has been astronomical.
Really?
Astronomical. I wasn't on camera last year. I tried so hard not to be on camera last year, but I will say I did love watching the Sycamores play quite a bit, and they were always, they were pretty good. But
Oh,
this
yeah.
year, it's been like a completely new team.
I bet they've been really hard at practicing. I bet they've been practicing really hard, and like I said, one of their best things is adaptability. And
Yes.
so I'm excited to
Yes.
see how that has changed from last year to now.
I'm excited. I am unfortunately going to go ahead and send us back to a break because this game is taking just a tad bit longer to set up than I thought it would. So we will see you guys in probably about like 2-ish minutes.
All right.
All right, it is time for the stream to start. We're going to go ahead and hop straight into the game.
All
and
right.
Let's go. We have Easy Breezy as Mario.
And Pixie Goblin as. Wait, Easy Breezy is Daisy.
Yes.
Pixie Goblin is Mario. There we go. Okay.
What is happening? What's going on?
All right, so we've got the match has just started.
I'm going to go
Ooh,
ahead and bring us back to
couple
the
of
camera so I can
projectiles.
figure something out.
Ooh, and Mario just keeps comboing this Daisy. Ooh, Daisy coming back. Ooh, are those radishes? Or are those onions? I can't tell. Ooh, Mario with the more upper combo here. Ooh. Ooh, the grab by Pixie right here. And the edge guarding with the water cannon. Oh, but just could not get that stock off of Daisy right there. Ooh, Mario trying to go for some more fireballs here. Oh, ooh, and a side attack by Mario pushing Daisy off of the stage. And there is the first stock, taking the Sycamores down to 11. Ooh. Got Pixie Goblin with more fireballs. Ooh, and Daisy retaliating. Ooh. But could not just get that stock off right there. Ooh, and there we go. It is now 11-11. Anyone's game still. 2 stocks for both teams. And with Daisy just at 40, almost 50% right here, still anyone's game.
So
And it just seems like Mario is just very slippery right here. Daisy cannot get a hit off.
So what do you?
Ooh,
What do
there
you,
we go.
What do you believe that Daisy can do better right as of right now, like in this game so far?
I just believe that Daisy needs to just like get in there closer, because Mario is just dodging and slipping away from these combos right now, and so I would love to see and a parry by Daisy right there, but just could and another parry by Pixie right there. Parry's going back and forth. And with Mario off the stage, can Daisy get a stock right here? Unfortunate. And some more edge guarding with those radishes. And a stock right there for Indiana State, making it 11-10 Indiana State's favor. And with Daisy off the stage, she's back on. And just a little bit of back and forth here between both of them. And Daisy still at 2 stocks with Mario at 1 and at 50%. This is looking really good for Indiana State right here. And Mario's just not able to get that stock off, just not able to hit. And right there, Mario finally was able to get a hit off, and it took Daisy off of the map. It is now 1-1. There's one versus one stock. Still could be anyone's game, but it is in favor of Indiana State right now, with Daisy having only 24% while Mario having 127. And this is a very nail-biting game for Illinois State right here, because any hard-hitting attack could just shoot Mario. And right there it was. Easy breezy taking the first game right there for Indiana State. Good job.
Yeah, we are unfortunately going to go to a quick break really quickly so that I can figure out these technical issues, and we will be right back. And we are back. Shout out to Seth for fixing that for us. We really appreciate Seth.
Thank you, Seth.
Sorry, that was a bit of a technical issue. Something was routed incorrectly, but we should be able to come back for this next match.
Oh, yeah.
So that means that I believe that the Redbirds are down. Refresh my memory.
It's 9-10, I think.
Did the Sycamores lose 2 stocks?
Yes, the Sycamores did lose 2 stocks.
Okay.
So this next game is we're going to be coming into. Easy Breezy is going to only have 1 stock, while the enemy team is going to have 3 stocks, making it a disadvantage for Indiana State. But Easy Breezy, being the character he is, I mean, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah,
Can he 3-stock this enemy team? We'll see.
Yes, I do feel as though we have a pretty good shot about figuring out all of this. We are currently waiting on who the next player is going to be. I believe we have Mega playing as Palutina, if I am reading. Palutina?
Palutina? Yeah.
Palutina. Okay.
That is a very projectile-heavy character right there. And so,
I'm excited.
And so I'm excited to see how Easy Breezy is going to be able to get through all these different projectiles. But being like a tiny character like Daisy, she's going to be able to slip through those projectiles pretty easily.
All right,
so
we'll
going
see. To go ahead and switch to the game view.
All right.
And we can see it.
We can see the game finally. Let's go.
We can see the game, everybody. It's the small victories.
Small victories that count right there.
All right. So if we are going to start with the homing stocks.
The homing stocks.
The ISU Sycamores.
It is now 3 stocks to 1 stock.
So you did mention that there was going to be a bit of a difficulty from ISU being able to keep up with this. Do you see Easy Breezy being able to pull through this win?
Oh yeah, I can definitely see Easy Breezy if they're able to get like a couple of really good combos off and are able to dodge those projectiles. I can definitely see Easy Breezy taking the 3-stock lead right here.
I've noticed that there is a lot of very quick work using their shields
Ooh.
from both players.
Oh yeah.
I am honestly pretty impressed by that alone. This is quite exciting for me.
Oh yeah.
this seems to be a very evenly matched match, simply just looking at the percentages that we do have going on right now, with Palutena having, well, now 108, and Easy Breezy having, Daisy having about 71, 72. They keep going up. I'm going to stop mentioning the percentages.
But
So,
with both in KO range, is Easy Breezy going to be able to get a stock off of Palutena right here before the next game?
this is a good question to ask. I feel pretty confident I'm going to take that back.
Ooh.
And Daisy was able to save it.
Yep,
Phenomenal.
from the edge guarding.
That was impressive. I will say the one thing I have noticed about Daisy is her ability to be able to like save herself from getting knocked off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that I think a lot of people.
Ooh, and
And
the
there they
explosion
go.
right there from Palutena.
And that means that Easy Breezy has unfortunately been taken out of the game.
Unfortunate.
They did fight very valiantly.
Oh, yeah. Easy Breezy did a great job right there, getting Palutena all the way within KO range. And just one hit, like hard hit, would be all it took for Palutena to get that stock off. But it wasn't able to do it. So this next game coming up, it's going to be 3 versus 3 stocks.
Yep.
So a very good game, anyone's game, and I'm excited to see, because right now it is 9-9. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
We are super evenly matched right now. We do have Tricky coming up as Rob.
Ooh, Rob. Rob's an interesting character. He's so funny.
I am super excited. Quite honestly, the Rob is one of my favorite characters to watch.
Rob?
B-play. He's so impressive and just honestly super exciting. I love watching Rob.
He's kind of like a hybrid. He's got like he can be really quick, but he also has some like really good hard-hitting attacks. Especially that laser, that really big laser that he can shoot out. If you get hit by that, that is a crit right there.
Yeah.
And those can hurt. Those can hurt really bad.
Yes, very true. Very, very true. And honestly, I feel like with the last matches that Easy Breezy put up, I feel like the Redbirds are kind of being able to start to see just what kind of players that the Sycamores are able to put up.
Oh, yeah.
And that is going to either go really poorly for the Sycamores or really well. I don't know. It'll be completely up to the adaptability of the Redbirds.
Oh yeah. I'm also excited to see how he is going to adapt to Palutena as Rob, because as we saw with Easy Breezy, that first match when he was going up against Mario. When he was going up against Mario, he was very aggressive. And then the second fight we saw, Daisy was able to play back a little bit because of all those projectiles. So already we're seeing the great ability of how well Indiana State is able to adapt to certain situations.
I absolutely agree. I believe we are getting into the game, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the game stream. And
Rob
let's get
versus
started.
Palutena.
As we mentioned before, that we have a 99 stock matchup right here, and with Rob going in,
Ooh.
I feel like we have a pretty good shot. hate to invoke the commentator's curse, but I feel like we have a good shot.
I think that only applies to Carter.
No, it doesn't. It does not just apply to Carter.
It does it?
No, it applies to everybody. Carter just commits it most often.
Ooh, and a very good start from Palutena right here, getting Rob to 58%. And Rob was not able to hit that laser. Unfortunate.
I am noticing that Tricky is just a little scared to get up close and personal with Mega as Palutena.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder why that is. Could you possibly have an idea as to why that may be?
Well, because, I would be scared too, because Palutena has some really good projectiles. And if those projectiles hit you, especially that explosion one we saw last game, they do a lot of damage. And as we can see right here, Rob has taken a lot of damage because of these projectiles.
Yep.
And are we going to see a little bit of ledge? Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, are we going to see a little bit of ledge guarding right here? Ooh, yes. And that
But is Rob
explosion
able to save
once
himself?
again.
And I see that Rob has been able to save himself. Look at that.
And that explosion again for the KO, bringing it down 3-2 stocks. Illinois State's lead. as of right now.
As of right now. I believe that Mega is using Palutena's abilities to the furthest amount that they can.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like they are playing Rob very well. I will say that Tricky is using some of Rob's abilities when he is able to get a hit in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of, like, really good, like, attempts from Rob. It just does not seem like he's able to get those combos off. Palutina's just able to slip away before Rob can hit any of those combos off. And so right now, as we are seeing, both are in KO range. And so this is a very nail-biting. Ooh. And it is now a 2-stock lead for Illinois State as of right now.
As of right now, we have a 7-9.
Can Rob bring it back right here? At least get a couple of stocks off before the end of the game. We will see.
We're going to hope.
We will hope. We will hope.
You know what? Optimism is what's best used right now, because that's what we've got. I would love to see Rob be able to just get a couple good hits, because I feel like they're so close to knocking Palutina off that stage and getting that KO. And look at
and
that.
there is an SD right there from Palutina.
Look at what I just called. That was the same laugh. That was creepy. Sorry. Oh, and there we go.
There we go. A 2-0, a 2-stock lead for the Illinois State right now. Palutina is doing a really good job.
Yes.
She's doing a really good job at being able to hit those combos, juggle Indiana State. As I've seen right there, Palutina is using her neutral a lot to be able to juggle Indiana State, and it just seems like Indiana State is just not able to stop the juggling from happening.
Yeah.
They just need to do something about, especially that Palutina, and those projectiles too. Especially that explosion one, they just need to have those projectiles in mind when fighting Palutina.
It's definitely one of those things where I think that Mega, who is playing as Palutina, they know the character very well.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell.
I am excited to see this next player come up. We have Luke coming up as DK, which is very exciting. DK, we got one of your heavy hitters coming there.
DK. Oh, I want to love to see if he can take one of those crit punches, like where he winds it up.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if any of those are going to be hit tonight.
I'm excited too. I am looking forward to this. I know I've watched Wook play before. Wook was on the team last year, and you know, once he gets into his groove, he is very. He's very difficult to break.
Oh yeah, I've played against him, and he destroyed me.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm excited. I feel like this is going to be a pretty even matchup, and I'm excited to see Donkey Kong go against Palutina.
Oh yeah. I mean, big body. It's going to be easier for Palutina to be able to hit those projectiles.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what this DK is going to do to counteract those projectiles.
Let's go ahead and go into our game, because we are opening with a 2-stock lead from the Redbirds. We are going to go ahead and take that homing stock away, and we are starting with 3 stocks to the Sycamores. We have our taunt going, our usual taunt, and let's get going. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, and with that punch wind up, let's see if DK is going to be able to hit it.
Yep.
Oh, and Palutina once again juggling.
Yep.
I mean, she is just a monster with that juggling. That neutral really hurts, and it's really good for juggling.
And the edge guarding coming from the Redbirds right now is absolutely insane. I think they know that as soon as they knock DK off the edge, it's very difficult for him to get back up on the stage.
Yeah, his recovery is not the greatest.
It's not the greatest. So I've noticed so far that is what's going on. Have you noticed anything that DK is doing semi-well against Palutina other than just getting back up on the stage?
I can see DK is doing really well at just being able to, get back into the fight. And when stuff goes wrong, they're really good at being able to get back on their feet and getting back into the fight. And as we see right here, DK actually putting in some work, hitting Palutina right there. But Palutina coming back. Ooh, and with a KO right there, making it 2-2 stocks. But Palutina at 98% which makes it really good KO range for DK. Can DK pull it off?
We're going to hope. I know that, hopefully DK can pull out something for Palutena to get knocked off so that we can, get some stocks back. But I will say this game is still relatively close.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Sycamores do have a fighting chance if they put up the right people, if they put up the right fighters. I will. If you have, what have you noticed so far?
Ooh, I've seen DK. It seems like he's playing a bit more defensive, which on paper sounds good for like someone who's shooting a bunch of projectiles. But in this situation, especially on how far KO range Palutena is in, I would love to see this DK be a lot more invested.
I can definitely agree. I will say we just watched a little bit of edge guarding from Luke earlier, like just now, and that seemed to be working relatively well until he seemed to back off.
Yeah.
And I really wish oh, that was a phenomenal hit.
Oh, and the juggling again from Palutena.
Seems to be their go-to move.
Oh yeah, juggling. I mean, I can tell juggling from this character is really good because those neutrals and her different attacks attack multiple times, so it makes it really easy to juggle.
Is there any way to get out of that juggle?
It just depends, honestly, if the person messes it up. And then, like, also you can try and... and the SD from DK. Unfortunate. With DK only being able to get one stock off of the Palutena. This Palutena is a monster right now, just going through the line of players. I would love to see Indiana State knock out this Palutena out of the fight, because if so, they'll have a really good chance at being able to win this. And so the score is 8-3. Still anyone's game.
It's still, yeah. I feel like if we put up the right person, I feel like we are definitely going to, just do some heavy hitters. Okay. All right. I believe up next we have Plasma Monkey.
Plasma Monkey. What an interesting name.
Honestly, I like the spelling of it. You'll see once it pops up on the screen. But I like the spelling of it quite a bit. So yes, the score we have is correct. It is 3-8. It really is still anybody's game.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think Plasma Monkey can do going into this game against Mega and Palutena? To hopefully improve the standing of the Sycamores.
I mean, like I said last game, I would like to see more aggression, especially towards Palutena. Just not being able to let her get those projectiles off is really big. And also just keep in mind about those projectiles, especially when you're off the stage, because those are when they're the most dangerous. And as we see right there, Palutena is able to just destroy Indiana State's players, because when they get off of the stage, she just spams projectiles, and it's really difficult once you're off the stage. And so that's something I would also want Indiana State to keep in mind is try not to get off stage as much. I know it can sounds like impossible sometimes, but just being able to just stay on the stage as much as possible, and having that aggression is really going to work great against Palutena.
Well, viewers, keep that in mind. Let's hope for aggression from Plasma Monkey as we go into our possibly final round. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything, but we do have a 3-8 stock. We have those homing stocks coming off of the Ribbons, and we are doing our punt, and we are getting started immediately. What are you noticing so far from the way that these two seem to be playing against each other?
I can definitely see like a bit more like back and forth, but it seems like these players definitely know a little bit more about what they're doing. Because, like I said, there was like a lot of back and forth, a lot of blocks at the start, and as we see here, Palutena was able to get just that juggling combo off, and right there again, it's deadly. That juggling combo is just deadly.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I will say that edge guarding from the Sycamores just a few minutes and just a few seconds ago really was phenomenal. But I feel like, Mega is returning the favor, and our percentage is up quite high.
Oh yeah. I like, especially Plasma Monkey on the Dark Pit, a very small and agile character. I would just like to see more aggression, and Palantina is just able to just keep hitting those combos off, and it's just really hurting for Indiana State right now.
Yeah, but up until then, that Plasma Monkey's recoveries were impressive.
Oh yeah,
For pretty good. I don't know very much about this game. I'm going to be so completely honest, which is why I'm sitting over here doing color. But those recoveries, I was even sitting over here. You can't see my face, but I was like, oh. But yeah, that juggle move definitely being committed by Palutina is deadly, especially if you can't get out of it.
And when we're just seeing right here again, just like the deadly power of Palatina's juggling combos, it just seems like Indiana State is just not able to get out of these combos.
Yes, but I will say that Plasma Monkey does seem to know how to use Dark Pit's, abilities to recover and, hit back. There is a bit more aggression, I will notice, like what you were hoping to be happening. But like, what is Palutina doing that the Sycamores could also be doing?
I would like to see more juggling or just more combos in general, and then also I haven't really seen a whole lot of parries. I would love to see more parries by Indiana State right here. Just being able to get those parries off, they give you a really good opening for certain combos, and so just like I said, hitting those parries gives Indiana State openings to be able to KO the Palutina. And with Palutina at 95%, can Plasma Monkey get the KO off?
Yeah, we're gonna hope, because Palutina is really getting that percentage up there. And with a relatively evenly matched percentage right now, this is honestly this could go anywhere. And so I would, and that is our game. The Redbirds win with an 8-stock lead for that first round. Unfortunate, but that does not mean that this is over. We still have one more round. If the Sycamores are able to pull it off, that means that they will, we'll go into a final decider round. This does mean that we are going to start our next round with 12 stocks each, so that everybody has the same amount of stocks, and it will be a relatively evenly matched game.
And is it still going to be Palutina that's going to be playing?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but it may be Palutina. I do know that we have Athanasius.
As Lucas.
Interesting. I don't know who Lucas is. Can you tell us a little bit about that character?
Lucas is interesting because him and Ness are sort of similar, except they have like a couple of different abilities. I don't really know Lucas as much as I know Ness, but they're both like really tiny characters that have like different projectiles, and also can hit hard and have good combos. And so all in all, Lucas and Ness are just pretty good all-around characters. And so the one thing I will say is that Lucas and Ness's recoveries are kind of bad, because it leaves them in a point of where an opening for Illinois State to be able to come in. I mean, not Illinois State, Indiana State being able to come in and kill Ness or Lucas before they're able to get that recovery off.
Yeah. It is the battle of the ISU, so it's okay if we, mess that up a little bit. But
saying Illinois State and Indiana State, it just
very confusing. I will say that the Redbirds are going to send in a new fighter, Byron DeLord. So we have Athanasius and Byron DeLord going into this game. I'm excited to see where this goes.
I am too. Like I said, I'm excited to see what kind of characters we're gonna be getting tonight. Especially, we had Lucas and Byron DeLord, as we're about to find out.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out here in a second.
You guys are being kept in as much as suspense as we are. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Who do you think would be a good matchup for Lucas with Athanasius behind the controller?
A good matchup, maybe someone who is very big, like DK or Ganon or Sephiroth, or King K. Rool, because those tiny characters have an advantage, making it harder to hit. But if someone is Lucas or Ness going up against someone like DK or someone big, it's very easy for them to hit those combos and get them off.
I do have to ask, are you saying this just because you want to see some heavy hitters tonight?
Okay,
Or
I really do want to see some heavy hitters, but it is true. It is true that those like if you play a heavy hitter like DK, it's going to be easier for the enemy team to combo you because you're a bigger target, you have a bigger hitbox, slower moves, so like you don't have that big of mobility going around, and so it can be hard.
So you're saying it for the Sycamore's sake?
Oh yeah.
Well, I did think I just saw who they decided to throw in there.
Diddy
Kong.
Diddy.
Diddy Kong. They are sending in Diddy Kong.
Oh yeah.
And so with that being known, I think it's Diddy Kong at least. Operating under that assumption, what do you think this match is going to look like?
It's going to be a lot of back and forth. I can just say
Awesome.
that they're both really tiny characters, and so it's just going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of combos, a lot of juggling, a lot of edge guarding, especially. I love Diddy's recovery because it's a jetpack that can also hit. Like, you can hit people with it, and hitting people with that jetpack can really make people go flying.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. I'm excited for a back and forth game simply just because those seem to be the most entertaining for me to watch.
Oh yeah.
You know, not knowing a whole lot about this game, personally, I'm quite excited to see where this goes.
Exactly.
So, having said that, since this isn't a heavy hitter, how disappointed are you?
Well, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm with you. I'm also very excited to see more of these back and forth games because to me they're more entertaining. They're more entertaining. There's going to be more combos, more of just everything. More of just everything because, like I said, those hard hitters like DK, all they got to do is just hit you a couple of times and then you're just gone.
You're gone.
But like a bunch of those tiny characters, you actually have to like work to get the KO. And so it's just going to be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I honestly, you know, I would like to know, you're letting a little bit of your personal bias get in the way, Colin. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I would love to watch a heavy hitter be played by the Sycamores, but I do believe that we are finally getting into the game, so I'm going to go ahead and switch us over to the game view.
Lucas versus Diddy Kong.
Maybe. There we go. All right. So we have, as we said earlier, Athanasius as Lucas and Byron DeLord as Diddy Kong.
And with 12-12, it is anyone's game, and I would love to see how this match is going to play out.
I'm excited. I'm ready to see this. So what are some of Lucas's most notable abilities?
He has this baseball bat that he can use, and he has a bunch of just like attacks that go a long way. He has a yo-yo as well. Oh yeah. Like I said, we can already see a bunch of back and forth happening between the two characters right now.
Is that a snake? I'm sorry.
Yes, it is a snake. He hits people with a snake. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Sorry.
Yeah, these characters are pretty fun, like for sure.
So this will be an entertaining match. All right, this is exciting. I will say this is exactly what we thought it was going to be. This is a very back and forth match.
Exactly.
This is very evenly matched match, quite honestly. I think that with almost every hit that the Redbirds are able to get on us, we're getting in on them.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a rough one. I heard a murmur from the crowd, from the peanut gallery over there. This is honestly, that was a phenomenal recovery.
Oh yeah.
From the Sycamores.
Lucas is the Sycamores are doing a great job right now being able to recover from those edge guarding. Ooh!
And we have a stock lost from the Redbirds. Phenomenal job, Athanasius.
Great job edge guarding from Lucas right there. Lucas is a great edge guarder because, as you see right there, that ball of lightning is really good. And then also he has that ability that you just saw where he can absorb projectiles.
Yeah. I will note that the Redbirds, this player from the Redbirds seems to have lost that touch of aggression that Mega seemed to have. But I am going to eat my words really quickly because we just lost a stock. Sorry.
I'm definitely seeing like a lot more combos from Lucas right now. But Diddy is also staying up on his feet and being able to adapt to the situation.
I will note that I feel like the Sycamores, they're definitely playing a little bit more offensively and just trying to like get those, or defensively, I'm not sure. The Sycamores are trying to get those hits in, and I feel like Diddy is trying to escape those at the moment. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure why that is, but I'm excited to see where that leads the game to go. But with such an even match with both players at 2 stocks left, teams left at 11 to 11, it's this truly at this moment is exactly anybody's game.
Oh yeah.
What are you noticing so far that could be going better for either team?
I'm seeing a bunch of edge guarding, but the edge guarding, especially for Diddy, is not too good.
Yeah.
All he really has for edge guarding is that banana. So I don't know. I would just like to see more like actual edge guarding. Ooh, and nice by Lucas right there, making it a 2-1 stock.
And that percentage is getting really high up there for the Sycamores. This is a little concerning, but honestly, Lucas is able to, just, I don't know. He's able to, as you said, he does absorb some of the hits if used correctly. And I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. There have been quite a few reactions.
Ooh, command grab right there from Diddy, but was not able to KO. Unfortunate. Ooh.
And there we go.
And the edge guard by Diddy right there, being able to get that stock off, making it a 1-to-1 stock match right here. Still can be anyone's game. Diddy can come back and combo the absolute crap out of Lucas and just completely win the game. But as we see right here, Diddy is at 92%, which means Lucas is at a really good advantage because that's KO range.
Yeah, we are. I am really hoping that Lucas is able to pull a KO out of his back pocket. However, that does in fact mean that next round the Sycamores will be left at quite a bit of disadvantage with 1 stock left. But, we'll take anything at this point. We'll take any lead, any edge that we can get.
And as we can see, Lucas is just not able to get that KO off, making it to where Diddy is able to get the comeback. And now Lucas is at 72%, also in KO range. So any hard-hitting attack from both of these players could mean the end of the match.
Yes, this could be the end of this match. And that is very worrying. I have noticed that Lucas has, maybe lost a little bit of his competitive edge when it comes to the edge guarding because there have been so many opportunities for, a really good down smash off of that edge, and it just has not been done. And I would love to understand why that is.
Ooh, and the edge guarding from Diddy. Ooh.
And there we go.
It was an unfortunate comeback for Illinois State right there.
But phenomenal fight put up by Athanasius.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was impressive.
Great fight from both teams, for sure. Both put up a great fight. One of the more entertaining games we've seen tonight, for sure. A lot of that
true.
back and forth, and not just one person having the upper edge the whole time, the advantage the whole time. And so I would love to see more of these games, especially where it's a lot of back and forth, instead of just it being one-sided the entire time. I do feel like those are very, very entertaining to watch.
I would like to note that your hope for a heavy hitter is coming. That's actually incorrect. We have, I believe, K. Rule coming up next.
Oh, K. Rule is a funny character.
We have Unk on K. Rule against Byron Delord on Diddy Kong.
Ooh.
This is exciting. Cullen is getting his heavy hitter. Maybe we
both characters from the same team.
Yeah.
Villain versus what, sidekick?
Yeah, kind
yeah,
of. Yeah, pretty much.
sidekick.
Pretty much. What do you think that Unk can do with K. Rool against Diddy Kong to secure a win in this match for
So
the
K
Sycamores?
K. Rool has a good amount of projectiles. He has that like blunderbuss gun, and then also he can throw his crown. So as long as he's able to take advantage of those projectiles, it will help him be able to cut the distance between Diddy and getting real close and hit those hard-hitting attacks on Diddy. And Diddy being a very tiny character, it's going to be very easy for King K. Rool to KO Diddy.
I'm excited because the few times that I have seen K. Rool be played, it's been an incredibly entertaining match.
Oh yeah.
Now, going up against Diddy Kong, I will say that if if Unk cannot pull together enough, strength or like the accuracy, because I think that that's something that a lot of the bigger characters struggle with.
yeah.
If they have unexperienced players behind them, this is just something that I'm noticing. If they have unexperienced players behind them and they are unable to, get that accuracy in there, it's difficult for them to hit those smaller and more agile characters. So I'm going to hope and pray that Unk has that accuracy in the bag as we go into our match. As a reminder, we have 9 stocks to the Sycamores, 10 stocks to the Redbirds. What are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see a lot of KOs, a lot of crits, a lot of hitting. I'm excited to see some really hard hits right now.
Yeah, I'm ready to see that as well. We have our homing stocks hopefully coming off from the Redbirds, as we notice, and then our traditional taunt from both characters to start the match.
K. Rool just has a lot within his kit, and like a counter, projectiles, a good recovery. It's just, as we can see right here, K. Rool is just spamming those projectiles, trying to close in the distance to Diddy right there. And as we saw, Diddy was able to dodge those projectiles and get behind King K. Rool. And as we're seeing right here, Diddy is just getting those hits off left and right because of just how big of a character King K. Rool is.
Yeah, it is a bit difficult for those larger characters to hit that accuracy with those smaller characters, which is exactly what I was worried about. But I will say that, Diddy is handling K. Rool very well.
Oh yeah. As we can see right here, Diddy is just comboing King K. Rool left and right.
Yeah.
And King K. Rool is just not able to get those hits off, with Diddy blocking every single one of those hard-hitting attacks so far. I would love to see King K. Rool get a shield break here, because if so, that would be very nice for the Sycamores.
That is true, but we are now down 8 to 10 stocks. I am really hoping that K. Rool can pull something together, but he's just getting absolutely destroyed by Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those hard-hitting characters, they're like they said, they have some pros and some cons. They hit hard, but also they're really easy to combo, and this is just a good example of just how easy these big characters are to just punish them and combo them. And as we just saw right there, an unsuccessful recovery from King K. Rool, making it a 1-to-1 stock match right here.
There was a phenomenal recovery, like not even 5 minutes ago from King K. Rool, and I guess he just couldn't pull that last one off. I feel like the edge guarding was just a tad too strong from the Redbirds, from Byron DeLord. Sorry, I forgot to put his name for a hot second there. But
Ooh, and a counter by King K. Rool, getting KOing Diddy for the win. Holy crap.
And I am watching Unk take the biggest sigh of relief. Who do you think that the Redbirds are going to pull up this next round?
I would love to see a heavy hitter versus a heavy hitter.
For
sure. For sure. 2 heavy hitters going back. It's just going to be a constant brawl.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a constant brawl. I would love to see something like that.
I will say we are about to watch a 1-to-3 stock match. Which puts the Sycamores at a heavy disadvantage if the Redbirds just happen to choose just the right character.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Depending on the character they pick, this could mean utter like defeat for King K. Rool, especially if it's a small character like Diddy. It's going to be very hard to be able to get those hits off, and they're just going to combo King K. Rool back, keep going. And like I said, it all depends on what character Illinois State chooses right here.
Yeah, and it's rough. I'm honestly excited to see what happens next, but as I did mention, I'm incredibly nervous. I am like
Oh, yeah.
I am crossing my fingers. I just hit my microphone. I'm so sorry. I'm crossing my fingers for a pull through from the Sycamores. I feel like the team is over there. They're also on the edge of their seats. They're a little worried, a little nervy. But what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a great brawl. I'm looking forward to a great match, seeing if King K. Rool can pull off the one stock match right here. And as we saw, our next character going up against King K. Rool is Lil Mac with one of the worst recoveries in the game. Can King K. Rool be able to edge guard this Lil Mac? Because that's like something that Lil Mac like is at a disadvantage of. He doesn't have good recovery.
Our teleprompter is urging us to note that Little Mac was the main of former player Zergs, who is the station manager, Zach, at the WZIS radio station. So shout out to him. Your main is
Shout
played
out.
tonight by the Redbirds. And I'm excited to see the matchup between K. Rool and Little Mac.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember watching Little Mac last year be not necessarily a heavy hitter, but when they did get their hits in, it was hit.
when he feels that meter up and hits you with that crit, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts really bad.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the pull off from having like really hard hits and having a really terrible recovery.
Yeah.
Lil Mac has one of the worst recoveries in the game, and so
let's go straight into that game. We got those homing stocks from the Sycamores. And as we have noted, this is a 1-3 stock game.
oh yeah.
Are you nervous?
I am very nervous for this King K. Rool right here. And I mean, as we just saw, Lil Mac was able to get behind that King K. Rool and be able to get a couple of hits on him. Oh, and as we see right there, Lil Mac is just comboing this King K. Rool, comboing him back and forth.
There's no room for error from Unk here at the moment. There's absolutely no room for error.
Oh, and as we
there
just
go.
saw a punch from Lil Mac KOing the King K. Rool. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean,
But this does mean that even though there is only a 3 stock split between the teams, we're going back to a full stock versus full stock matchup.
Ooh.
And I'm excited to see who the Sycamores do decide to put up. I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I do believe that they have put up all of their players. But it looks like we have
Easy breezy.
Easy breezy walking back up to the
Easy
back to the console.
breezy. Here we go. This is definitely going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it.
We have Daisy against Little Mac.
Daisy again. Daisy versus Lil Mac. 2 short characters. It's going to be a lot of back and forth.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly the kind of games I enjoy watching. I love watching the back and forth games. I'm honestly, I don't even really have very many nerves. I'm just excited for this. I'm ready to watch this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm absolutely so excited to watch this and just ready to, watch. You have no idea how excited I am right now. The back and forth that this is going to cause, what is something that Daisy needs to look out for when Little Mac is, trying to get those hits in?
Especially that full bar punch. I mean, if it hits you, it almost always like can knock you out of the stage. Even at like 30 or 40, that punch is really deadly. That punch is really deadly, but it's also it's easy to dodge, and it also can be really easy to predict. So as long as Easy Breezy here is able to predict those punches, we can see a really good match looking forward.
I feel like the biggest skill that Easy Breezy needs to, explore here is anticipation of the other players' moves. And we are going to go back into the game and let's get going. This is so exciting. I am so ready to see this. Our taunts have started and let's get going. All right, what are you seeing so far?
A
Not
lot
whole-
of nothing.
Yeah,
Just a lot of.
not a lot
just-
of anything.
Both players are scared to fight, it seems like.
I feel like both of them have seen the other's abilities.
Ooh! And with Easy Breezy getting the first couple of hits off right there, very good start for the Sycamores. And once again, it's just a lot of scared fear between both players right here.
I feel like Easy Breezy is very much aware of, little Max
Ooh.
abilities. And, sorry. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like you said, there's really not a whole lot going on. It's a lot of back and forth hits. I just noticed a little bit of edge guarding from our little Mac right there.
And just Daisy blocking all of those attacks. Really good right there. Oh, and as we just saw, Lil Mac was able to punish Daisy right there, but we didn't see a whole lot of edge guarding right there from Lil Mac, which is a little disappointing. Could have KO'd Daisy right there.
Yeah,
Honestly.
that was a poor decision on Tech's part. I'm gonna be so completely honest with you. And there we go.
And as we see, first stock down, 3-2, Illinois State's lead right now. And with Lil Mac having that KO, very deadly indeed.
Yes.
But as we just saw, he used it to get back onto the stage instead of an attack. And like I said, we're seeing a lot of back and forth with the almost shield break right there from Lil Mac.
Yes. I am absolutely terrified for how this is going to go because, well, Little Mac has a pretty high percentage right now, I'm not going to lie. I feel that this could go anywhere from here. I will say that. So I don't invoke the commentator's curse. Because it doesn't just strike Carter, it also strikes them well. And Cullen, you ever committed? And there we go.
And there we go. A stock taken from Lil Mac right there, making it 2-2. But Daisy having 66%. And honestly, in KO range because of just how hard Lil Mac can hit.
Yes, but I will notice that Daisy is absolutely destroying Little Mac right now. I would like to note that over the full game, there is a 3-stock lead to the Redbirds, but seeing how hard Daisy is fighting for this, I don't see that lasting very long, to be so completely honest. This has gotten significantly more aggressive from the beginning of the game. I am hopeful for the sake of this.
And there we go. A great edge guarding there by Daisy, hitting the Lil Mac off of the stage. And with now Daisy in the lead, taking the lead from Little Mac.
Yes.
Can we see a win right here?
We're going to hope that Easy Breezy is able to pull, pull something else. I'm hoping for Daisy to keep the 2 stocks that she does have right now so that the next matchup is not as much of a disadvantage for the Sycamores as they go in. But
and as we can see, a KO right here from Lil Mac. Is Lil Mac going to be able to get that punch off in time? And that is enough.
It seems as though Daisy noticed that immediately, and as we noted right before this game started, anticipation was on Easy Breezy's side.
Can Daisy take the 2-stock lead?
We're going to hope.
And there we go. The SD by Lil Mac right there, giving Daisy a 2-stock lead, making it a 6-5 lead for Illinois State still, but really good comeback from Indiana State right now.
Phenomenal comeback.
Phenomenal comeback. And now with this next game, Daisy's going to have 2 stocks.
And there's not much room for error, but I feel like that there's a little bit, it's not as high stakes.
Oh, yeah. Easy Breezy is beautiful, for sure.
Easy, yes. Yes, Seth. Yes, Seth is the one running our teleprompter tonight. Shout out him. He gave a little smile over there. But as soon as we get word, so in the next game, what are we hoping that Easy Breezy is able to pull off, other than, of course, a win?
I'm hoping Easy Breezy is able to get these combos off and just completely wreck whoever is going to be up next. But I'm hoping, for Indiana State's sake, it is not Palantina.
I am also hoping that it is not Palatina, but I have a feeling that they are probably going to send Palatina against Easy Breezy
Oh, yeah.
because,
Oh, yeah. Easy Breezy is a menace, not to be messed with.
and I feel like Easy Breezy is able to hear us, and he's not appreciating our commentary. But I do have a feeling that they are probably going to send Palatina, but that doesn't mean necessarily anything. The Sycamores could still pull through. Easy Breezy has very obviously played against Palatina, and so he knows
Oh,
what
yeah.
to look out for.
I think out of anyone, Easy Breezy has the greatest chance of being able to defeat the Palantina. Oh, yeah.
I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful, and I feel as though the Redbirds are trying to figure out who to send in against Easy Breezy, and I will quite honestly be incredibly surprised if they don't send in.
Yeah. And
I was wrong.
And it seems like we have our next opponent right here, LSW, playing Young Link. Interesting indeed.
Crazy.
That's the kid one. So, okay. So there's like 3 or 4 links in the game, and so I get confused sometimes. Like, they all basically have the same moveset too, and
Yeah.
so. I will tell you what, Link has some pretty deadly projectiles, especially that boomerang. Yes, Link has a boomerang projectile that comes back, and it can just be very annoying when fighting.
Annoying.
Oh, very annoying when fighting. Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited. I feel like, do you think this is going to be a pretty back and forth match?
Oh, yeah, definitely for sure. But I definitely see Easy Breezy taking the win here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go back into the game. Maybe, possibly, yes, no. Am I wrong? I am not wrong. Let's go back into the game. There we have with Daisy, Easy Breezy on the left, and LSW as Young Link.
Oh, yeah.
With the stocks that we have currently, with the 5-6, with the Redbirds lead, I am hoping that Daisy is able to knock these Redbirds down a peg.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe down a couple stocks. That would be really great. That would be very helpful. With that homing stock, and we're going to hit him with the traditional taunt, and let's get into this game.
All right, the game has started.
That was freaky. All right, who is ready? Who's excited? I don't know. I'm so nervous. If you can't
We can
tell.
see a lot of projectiles being thrown out right here by Link.
Is that something that we could expect from LSW using Young Link? Just a lot of projectiles?
Oh, yeah.
So is
yeah.
there going to be a whole lot of close combat? If Link can help it?
Definitely, I can see Easy Breezy getting close. And as we can see right here, Easy Breezy is doing a pretty good job at being able to close the distance, even with all those projectiles. And and a good parry by Daisy right there.
I would like to note that everybody in this lab right now is on the edge of their seats,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
are all stressing. Hair is falling out of our heads. We are so worried. And I have made them laugh. But it looks like if Daisy... that was so close.
Ooh.
Oh.
And a hit by Daisy right there. Can they get the KO?
Oh, this is so back and forth.
This
is
is
so
a
nervy.
nail-biting game
This
right
is
here.
nerve-wracking. Oh. Come on. I'm so sorry, everybody. And look at that.
And an unfortunate KO from Young Link right there, making the game 3-1.
But honestly, the percentage that Young Link has right now, if Daisy gets in one good hit,
Oh, yeah. All it takes is one good hit, one counter. If Daisy can just close the distance right here. Ooh,
I feel
a
like
little bit of back and forth.
I feel like Easy Breezy is a little bit more experienced with those up close and personal attacks and doesn't use Daisy's projectiles, which honestly, from what you told me and what I do know of Daisy, are pretty strong.
Yeah, Daisy has one projectile, and it's that thing.
Turnip.
Turnip. It's a turnip. Oh, there we go. That turnip is really good. It's a really good projectile, and as we saw right there, Daisy was able to get the KO on Young Link, making it a 2-1 game.
And if we can just keep Daisy getting that recovery, and there we go. We're going to hope and pray that we can bring this down to a 1v1 stock and hopefully bring up that full stock count to a tie. I would love to see a tie game. I don't think our blood pressure is Oh,
Oh, and
the recovery.
and the KO did not get him off of the map. Interesting.
That was insane.
Crazy luck right there by Easy Breezy.
I have not seen that happen often.
It does not happen often.
I know.
It does not.
But there is came back with a vengeance. That is unfortunate, but there still is a very, like, not a big lead
Oh, yeah.
between
Oh, yeah.
between the Redbirds and the Sycamores. And considering LSW has Young Link, we are bringing up Wook.
Oh, yeah. And as we saw right there with that last game, we can see that all it takes is spamming projectiles to win the game. I mean, as we saw right there, young Link was just spamming those fire arrows back and forth, just spamming them.
Yep.
And now we got Wook on the big monkey DK again. You love to see those heavy hitters. You love to see them.
You love to see those
Oh,
heavy hitters,
yeah.
Cullen.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
I am a big fan of those agile characters because I feel like those provide for a little bit more of a back and forth game. But I am excited to see where this goes. Can I just say, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much
yeah.
right now. The excitement that I am feeling for this game, I feel like the energy in this room is palpable. Palpable. Absolutely insanely crazy, amazing.
And as we see right here with Indiana State with 5 stocks and Indiana State with 3 stocks, we can see that Wook is now Indiana State's last line of defense.
A little bit, yeah. If
The pressure is on, for sure.
don't put that much pressure on the man's shoulders, Colin. He can hear us. At least I think he can. He might be listening to his music. I know that Luke likes to listen to music to get into the groove of these things.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a little insight. But I can tell you that, once again, as I mentioned before, if you get Wook into a groove, if he gets himself into a groove, he's very hard to break out of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I feel like he knows Donkey Kong, the character, super well. And against young Link with LSW, I don't know exactly what's going to happen here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I noticed a lot at that beginning, even though LSW was able to pull through a win, I feel as though LSW may not know young Link as well as Wook knows DK.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, if Wook can just dodge the projectiles and get in close on that young Link, it's going to be over.
Yeah.
It's going to be over. Donkey Kong especially hits hard.
Yes.
And all it's going to take is a couple of hits to get young Link in that KO range.
Yep, and we are going to go ahead and start into this game. Wook is getting into his perfect mindset, and as I would like to remind everybody, as we can see, there is a 3-5 stock with a 2-stock lead to the Redbirds, and I believe that the young Link is going to have 1 homing stock to get rid of.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be 3-2 stocks, but in this specific round or match or whatever we are choosing to call it. But what are you hoping to see, Colin?
I am hoping to see a lot of hard hits right here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hard hits, especially I would love to see that wind-up punch being hit on more. And as we can just see right here, Link is absolutely comboing this DK right now.
Mm-hmm. And I just
spamming those projectiles again.
Yep, I am super excited. I'm going to say I'm very hopeful for all of this. I truly do believe that we have a fighting chance, that the Sycamores do have a fighting chance. I may eat my words, I may not, I don't know. But I will note that those percentages are pretty high.
Wook is just not able to get that opening because as we keep seeing, he's just trying to find the right opening, and it's just
oh,
and
yes!
an SD by young Link right there. That could have been a huge mistake for Illinois State right there.
Mm-hmm. And I do feel as though that may have shaken them a bit because now they only have 1 stock left. And if Wook can keep up I don't know, I feel like Wook keeps throwing the Illinois State Redbirds off, but as soon as they find one of DK's openings, one of his weaknesses, they exploit that until the very end.
Oh, and once again, we're just seeing a bunch of comboing from Link right here, just being able to combo that DK left and right and spamming those projectiles.
Is that, I have to ask you this, is Young Link only good for the projectiles?
Yeah, I mean he has some pretty good attacks, but like that boomerang is really good, and that bomb too can also be really nice for edge guarding. And so all in all, yeah, like he has a really good amount of projectiles right there. Ooh.
And I know for a fact that we are so close to ending this game. We have a 1-4 stock lead to the Redbirds. They have a 3 stock lead ahead of us. So if Luke can pull through and just knock this Young Link off, I will, I'm going to hope. We're going to hope. We're going to hope.
It just seems like DK cannot find those openings. And there we go. Unfortunate.
Unfortunately, the game. I feel like the Sycamores had a very hard-fought fight tonight.
Oh, yeah. Very hard fought. Like we saw many a times, there was a lot of back and forth between both teams. And a lot of blocking, a lot of parrying, a lot of combos. Just all in all, well fought from both teams.
Yep. It is unfortunate that we do have a loss, but we are going to come back for a bit of a post-game report and possibly, maybe, not going to say that it is going to happen, but possibly a cameo from one of our team members. So let's go to a really quick break, and we will see you in about 2-ish minutes, we'll say, something like that. And we are back. Let's do this post-game report. We do have a cameo coming up from the one, the only Easy Breezy, so we will see him in a minute. But Colin, what would you like to say about today's game?
Like I said earlier, just well fought between both teams. We saw a lot of good players go up against each other. I will say that Paulatina was a monster.
Insane.
Insane. And as we saw from Illinois State, they are really good at spamming projectiles.
Yes.
As we saw that, they are really good at spamming projectiles.
What was a notable thing that the Sycamores could have done a tad bit better to pull through the win today?
They were playing characters who had counters, and I would have loved to seen more counters. Daisy, King K. Rule, I would have loved to see more counters.
Yeah, that's understandable. I would absolutely love to note that this was an incredibly close game.
Oh, yeah.
The entire time.
Really close.
I was incredibly impressed with the Sycamores' performance tonight. Every single player that they put up a really good fight with the person they were matched up with. But once again, that first round, that first match with the Paulatina just absolutely destroying everybody it was so difficult to get out of those juggles, it's so difficult to protect yourself against that Paulatina. And I honestly, if we do go up against the Redbirds or anybody else that chooses to play Paulatina, I'm excited to see what they do.
Oh, yeah. Paulatina just has some really good juggling combos, as we saw. And she was just able to keep the Sycamores on their feet, and they just could not adapt to it. Like, she was just a monster out there.
Yep. So what do you think next week that the Sycamores could do to prepare for our next game?
I would love to see more aggressiveness. I would love to see more combos being played, more edge guarding. I would just love to see more aggression, honestly.
I would like to know, I would love to see a little bit more strategy.
Strategy?
It seems, I will say that there is a bit of strategic playing from the Sycamores, but at some points, sometimes they just get a little desperate, and that's okay because, sometimes you're just like, I don't know what else to do. But I feel like some strategy would definitely work in the favor of the Sycamores. I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else? All right, Colin, say goodnight.
Have a good night, guys.
We're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to bring Easy Breezy on here really quickly. And we are back. I have Brayton here with me. I'm going to scoot him into camera. I don't bite, I promise.
All right.
So what was your favorite part of the evening playing this team?
Oh, gosh. There was so many well-disciplined players. Everyone there was so exciting to watch, to play against. Even, watching, there are opponents, but I was getting hyped for them. Watching what they were doing and what they're capable of. It's such a fun watch. They were so fun to play and fun to watch, too.
Do you have any notable characters or any players from the Redbirds that stuck out, or even any players from the Sycamores that stuck out to you?
Yeah. If you guys are watching Illinois State, making me fight Little Mag and then into fighting Young Link, I am coming for you guys.
I would like to alert you that the camera's up there.
It's up there? Oh, I was talking to somebody else. Do not make me fight Little Mac into Young Link ever again. Two very opposite characters. I had to be so disciplined against all of them.
I understand that. What do you think that you did really well tonight, you personally?
I played very disciplined. You have to match the discipline of all those characters. You really do have to focus. You have to stay engaged. You cannot at any moment slip up in autopilot, especially against characters like Palutena, Young Link, Little Mac. Those characters feast on you autopiloting and catching your default options. A lot of our players, and myself included, we're getting caught with our like safety options, like the safe things to do, the easy things to do. We're getting exploited for that.
Yes.
And so next time going in, we have to make sure we're even more disciplined and making sure that we're playing more actively, more engaged, and sticking to our game plans and making sure that we can come out on top.
So next week, once you guys come back and play, what are you going to prepare for a little bit more?
Oh gosh, there's almost 90 characters in this game, and it's so hard to get the experience necessary to be ready for all of their tricks and things they can throw out of their pockets. So it's really important that we stay ready for as many characters as we can be. Between now and our next match, we're probably going to be doing a lot of scrims against, like, I'll be playing random characters, just so other players here can get the experience they need, because every character is so unique in this game. With almost 90, it's so hard to have a good game plan against all of them. You have to adjust to all of them.
That's understandable. As the Sycamore like team, do you guys think that on behalf of the Sycamores, do you guys think that you played very well today?
I think we all did very well. It was so nice seeing everyone really get a chance in the spotlight and really have some exciting moments. Even if you don't take a stock or two stocks or whatever, it's been so much fun watching everyone have those moments, and you're watching the gears turn, watching them adjust. Isn't that so exciting?
Yeah, it's really
great. So fun to watch them adjust.
Are you excited for anything specific for next week from the Sycamores or from your next week opponent?
I mean, just watching people get better and better and better. I mean, we have some real standouts, like we have Wook, and we have, honestly, really everyone here is getting so much better so quickly.
Yes.
We have people here who haven't touched the game before, and now they're playing with enough like discipline and skill to stand up to some of these better players who are from Illinois, which is a very powerful state. So it's really, I'm just so excited to see us keep growing and growing and growing and growing. It's really exciting.
Well, thank you so much for coming on to talk to me.
I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Do you have anything else to say to the viewers at home?
I really don't. Stay tuned, and we'll be back next week.
Awesome. I've been Noel Callahan. My co-host Colin Knight has unfortunately left the stream. This was Brayton Easy Breezy, and I will see you guys next week, or we will see you guys next week for the Smash tournament. Tomorrow night we are playing Valorant back here on YouTube and Twitch, so please feel free to come back and view that tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and close us out of the stream. Thank you so much for coming on the stream.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we will see you guys tomorrow.